So, you might think your child is good at math because they've aced every high school exam, but the school math is just the training wheels. And to tell you the truth, school math is not enough anymore if your child is aiming to get into the top colleges, especially for STEM majors. So, I'm talking about MIT, Caltech. Your child needs to stand out from thousands of applicants with amazing profile. So if this is your child's goal, then I highly recommend math competitions like AMC, 8, 10, or 12 as a powerful resume builder. Now here's why. AMC, they test depth, not repetition. And they ask your child to think, not just recall memory. And they do it in ways school never prepares them for. So getting a high score on the AMC exam is a way that your child can stand out. Because like I said, if they're aiming for MIT or Caltech, a straight A transcript is not impressive anymore. It's expected. So what AMC questions really tests is the following. And I'm going to give a very rough example. So take a simple concept like logarithm, and they twist the context by hiding it inside a word problem, and then remove the calculator. And suddenly, top students, they get stuck. They don't know how to solve it. So that's the genius of math contests. They don't care what your child memorized. They care how your child thinks. So these type of competitions, students that have been blindly memorizing concepts do not survive. The students trained in critical thinking and flexibility thrive. Now, once your child learns how to solve AMC-like problems, then the entire world of math opens up. They begin to spot patterns. They anticipate traps. And most importantly, they enjoy the challenge. And the key benefit of this type of training is that it lifts scores in SAT/ACT, AP Calculus, and beyond. So I'll circle back to this, but let's go over briefly how the scores break down. So let's say your child took the AMC 10 or 12 and then got a high enough score to get an invite into AIME. This is a invite-only math competition based on the scores from the AMC. So those who get invited for AIME is a top 5% math student nationally, so in the US. And then if your child performs very well in the AIME and get invited into the USA Math Olympiad and they qualify for it, that's top 500 math students in the US. So you see how this trajectory can be a game changer for STEM applicants. These accomplishments are not just nice to have on their resume. This is a golden ticket to top schools. So MIT and Caltech, they don't just glance at these credentials. Matter of fact, they use them to filter through perfect SAT math scores and pick out the true problem solvers. So the real question you might be asking is, when do I start my child on this trajectory? Ideally, in middle school, because that's the time when they can prepare for the AMC 8. But if your child is in high school now, maybe 9th or 10th grade, the door is still wide open. So if they're in high school, join the math team and practice problems from past AMC exams and learn the tricks behind the number properties. So math tricks, I'm talking about sums of powers, divisibility, base systems. These are math tricks. Now, going back to this trajectory here, should you be discouraged if your child never makes it to the USA Math Olympiad? Is it still worth it if they don't make it this far? Oh, absolutely. So let me give you a key benefits of following this path. Path of math competition. First, they train their brain to handle complexity. And it boosts confidence. It boosts their confidence in problem solving. And last but not least, they realize that intelligence does not form from rote memorization. And in the process, they'll likely score very high, perfect score even, on SAT or ACT math. So it's just a natural way for them to do well on SAT math without prepping specifically for these tests. So talk to your child about math competitions, but make sure not to pressure them. Present it as an opportunity. Opportunity to expand their intelligence, their problem solving skills, and a shot at top STEM university. Like I said before, your child's high school should have a math team, but if not, they can join a local math league. If that doesn't exist, then try an online math competition prep communities. Now, if you're really serious about your child doing well in math, then you would move to another state or to another place that has a very strong math team or math competition prep in either their high school or in the local area. I will say that math competitions are one of the fastest ways to turn raw potential into real credentials, and it's the kind that admission officers cannot ignore. So if this video helped clarify the strategy behind elite math prep, give it a like, subscribe to the channel for more breakdowns like this. And make sure to share this with another parent who's interested in this type of topic. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.